Hey everybody, you're probably wondering what's happened to me for the last month. I've been busy. We've got a club that I belong to has got a new claim, and we've been putting up claim markers and marking claims, and I've been buying some new equipment. You'll see a new 12-foot by 7-foot cargo trailer to haul all my equipment and for me to sleep in at night when I'm out camping and working on claims. So anyway, what I'm going to do today is I'm building claim markers, and I thought y'all might be interested in it. So we're going to start with a 10-foot long, 4-inch schedule 40 pipe, PVC pipe. We're going to cut it in half. We'll make 2 claim markers out of it. To do this job, we'll need 2 clean out tees with a screw cap for it, and then a cap to go on top. So what we're going to do is cut a small piece of pipe for this, and then put this on the rest of it. Then this Skippy peanut butter jar, don't get confused, as Skippy, not anybody else, goes in here and screws into the clean out jar right here. That's where your claim information goes. So we're going to put this together, and I'll show you as I go through building it. Shouldn't take me more than probably about 20 minutes to cut it out. I've already got it marked. We've got a 2-foot at the end mark here, same on the other end. We'll bury it that deep, 2 feet. We'll cut it in half right here, and then we're going to cut off a 4.5-inch piece that we'll use for the extension up here. Okay? Well, let's get started on it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this through. I'll have to stop part way through and then go get the wife to give me a hand to hold the end of this so it doesn't get away from me. Okay, I got my better half to hold up the other half of this. So we cut that off, and I'm just using a regular Rips handsaw on that just to get her cut. Don't need to be real pretty, it don't have to be square, just needs to be close. So I'll cut off the rest of this and then I'll come back to you. Okay, I use a half-round bastard file to clean up this cut edge right here, both inside and out. So it's just quick, just run it around side. Okay, that's ready. So the next step will be to put this on, and then one of these short pieces here will go in there, and then the cap will go on that. Okay, now that we got this all cleaned up and this end's ready to go, you can see I put a screen in here. That's in case any little critters happen to fall into this thing from the top. We're going to put a cap on it, but you never know what might happen out there, so we're just going to do that. So that screen will go right here, and then the rest of it will screw in this way. So it'll go together pretty quick. Let me go get the glue, and we'll glue this thing up. So here we go. We're going to put some glue on this thing. If there's any plumbers out there, yeah, I know it's not the way you probably do it, but it's good enough for me and good enough for getting this done. Give it a little twist until she tightens up. I always have trouble with this part, so I beat it a little bit. I always feel better about it. I don't know why. Smacking the hell out of stuff just works for me. to recap, there's a screen put in here. It is just cut to fit just inside here. Then when you jam the pipe in, it's held in place, sealed in place. Ran that in, glued that on, tightened it up. Then put this piece in the little spacer. Those are 4.5 inches long, and glued that in. Then glued the cap on it. Now it's all ready to go. All I have left to do now to get this completed is to drill 2 holes and run a screw in from the cap down, and then that'll screw in right here. Now when we're done, we will have a PVC pipe, a white PVC pipe. It's buried 2 feet in the ground, sticking up 3 feet. That'll be our claim marker, corner markers, and our discovery monument. Okay, so let me get a little more done here, and I'll show you the final product when it's all completed. I don't know if you can see these or not, but there's 2 little pilot holes right here and right here, right on the edge of this. They just barely come out on the side here and over here. Then I got 2 number 6 pan head screws I'm going to use to hold that lid on. So let me put it together and I'll show you what it looks like when we get done with it. Okay, there it is, all finished, screwed down. Screw that together there. And then this goes into here. Now, just to show you that there's enough room for it, and that's why I said the Skippy peanut butter jar and not anybody else's. That's screwed down all the way, and as you can see, that jar still is not touching the back side of that. So how did I measure it? I didn't. I eyeballed the whole thing. So you can do the same thing, but if you ever need to make one of these, that's a real slick way of getting it done, and it all fits in there. And then when you get this mounted out in the field, it'll hold up to the weather. And up here where we got to worry about snow and rain, it's a nice setup. So when I'm all done with this, now I'm standing about 5.5 feet high right now. But when it's down in the ground, it'll be right there where I marked it, right here. And I put a G on that. That G is just to let us know that that's the ground level we want to run it at. So when we get all done with it, that should be a little more than 3 feet from the top to the bottom. There we go, about 3.5 feet. Sticking up in the air, 2 feet buried. So that'll hold up to almost anything, except a direct hit with a big avalanche or something. But anyway, there we go. I got one more to make, and I don't know if I'll get these put in this weekend or not, but they'll be ready to go. I'll know where they go by the time Saturday afternoon rolls around. All right, guys, talk to you later. Have a good day. Okay, well, we've got 2 of them done now, one over here and one here, and you saw how they went together. So the claim information will go inside of here, and this will get buried on a corner. So this will be down on one corner, and then on here I'll probably write the corner it's in, northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast corner of the claim. And then the information, the claim map will be inside of here, so everybody will know where it's at. We'll also take a GPS number for where these are located at, so we can go back and change them and check on them every year, make sure they're okay. The other thing about these is they can also be used for the discovery marker or monument. And if you're not familiar with the requirements there, it could be either a 3-foot pile of stone with the jar buried inside the stone pile, so a little pyramid of rocks. Another way you could do it is with a 4x4 and have the jar taped to or screwed to the outside of that. We've had problems with that where people have gone out there and shot at them with guns and blown holes in them, and our paperwork gets all wet. So we're going to try this and see how this works.